Good morning, friends. Let's discuss today about another interesting movie, Boys Ride or Die. Boys Ride or Die is the kind of film that doesn't just entertain, it pulls you deep into its world, making you feel every moment of struggle, tension, and heartbreak alongside the characters. It's not just about action, it's about survival, brotherhood, and the sacrifices people make for those they care about. From the very first scene, it's clear that this movie isn't going to hold your hand or offer easy answers. It's raw, unapologetic, and emotionally gripping, with characters who feel like real people rather than just action movie archetypes. One of the biggest strengths of this film is how it builds its relationships. The chemistry between the main characters isn't forced or overly dramatized, it feels natural. Like these people have really been through hell together. Their loyalty to each other isn't just about words, it's about actions. You see it in the way they fight for each other, the way they cover for one another, and the way they share unspoken moments of understanding. This emotional depth sets Boys Ride or Die apart from other action driven films. It's not just about cool stunts or thrilling chases. It's about what those moments mean to the people experiencing them. The action sequences are another highlight. Unlike big budget blockbusters that rely on CGI and unrealistic fight choreography, this movie keeps things grounded and brutal. Every punch, every gunshot, every chase has weight. You feel the exhaustion in the characters' movements, the desperation in their fights. There is no flashy martial arts or exaggerated effects, just raw, intense street level combat that makes every confrontation feel personal. The cinematography plays a huge role in making these scenes effective. The shaky handheld shots during fights put you right in the middle of the chaos, while the wider, more cinematic shots give you time to absorb the emotional weight of what's happening. The pacing is another strong point. While the film does take time to explore the characters' emotions, it never drags. Every scene feels necessary, adding to the tension and pushing the story forward. There are moments of quiet reflection where you really get to know the characters, but these moments never feel like filler. Instead, they make the action feel even more intense because you actually care about the people involved. The soundtrack is another thing that stands out. Every song choice fits perfectly with the mood of the scene, whether it's a high energy moment or a more somber reflection. The music never feels out of place or forced, it enhances the experience and pulls you even deeper into the story. Of course, no film is without its flaws. One issue some viewers might have is the predictability of certain plot points. While the story is executed well, it does follow some familiar beats. You might see certain betrayals or conflicts coming before they happen. However, even when the story takes a predictable turn, the strength of the characters and performances keeps you engaged. The execution is what makes it work, even if the plot itself isn't groundbreaking. Another thing that might not sit well with everyone is how relentlessly intense the film is. This isn't a movie that gives you much breathing room. The tension builds from the start and rarely lets up, and there are no light-hearted moments to break the heaviness. If you're looking for a fun, easy watch, this isn't it. But if you want a film that pulls you in emotionally and doesn't let go, this one delivers. Despite these minor flaws, Boys Ride or Die is an absolute must watch for anyone who loves action films with real emotional depth. It's not just about the fights or the chases, it's about the people behind them, the choices they make, and the price they pay. The performances are top notch, the cinematography is stunning, and the action is some of the most intense and realistic you'll see in recent years. It's a film that stays with you long after the credits roll, making you think about its themes of loyalty, survival, and sacrifice. If you're looking for a movie that combines high stakes action with deep emotional storytelling, this one is a no brainer.